Hello everyone. Alright, today we're going to talk about freehold estates. But on this video, we're going to talk about life estates. Okay, so a life estate is a freehold estate that is limited in duration to the life of the owner or other named person. Upon the death of the owner or other named individual, the estate passes to the original owner or another named party. Okay, so I'm the owner of 123 Main Street. I am placing in my deed a life estate, freehold ownership to my grandmother. Once my grandmother passes away, ownership reverts back to me. That's the first example. Second example, I own a property, 123 Main Street. I allow my grandmother to live in the property. Once my sister passes away, my grandmother has to move and the property comes back to me. That is the example of the death of another named party. So the death wasn't based on the life of the person who was given the life estate. It was named, another party was named. Now, let's look at another scenario. We have a remainder. That's the named party who receives the estate after the holder's death. So this is a remainder or the remainder man. My grandmother lives in the property. Once she passes away, although I was the original owner, ownership will now go to my husband. He has been named the remainder. Again, I own a property. I've given my grandmother life estate. Once she passes away, ownership goes to my husband because he has been named as the holder after the death of the life estate party. All right, so the reversion means that the previous owner receives the estate after the owner's death. If no remainder estate is established, the estate reverts to the original owner or the owner's heirs. All right, let's talk about the conventional life estate. You have full ownership interest, limited to the lifetime of the life tenant or a named party. A conventional life estate is created by agreement between parties. These are private people who came together and created this. Again, this is taking place within the deed. We have the ordinary conventional life estate. That means on the death of the tenant, ownership passes to the remainderman or the previous owner. Then under conventional life estate, we have pure attreve. That means it's the death, on the death of another, it passes to the remainder man or previous owner. Okay. Pure attreve It endures over the lifetime of a third person, after which the property passes to the original owner or the remainder man. If the life is based on another person, we call that pure atra they. Okay? Now let's move over to legal life estate. Remember, I always say when you hear the word legal, think law. A law was created. An automatic creation by operation of law. This is a state law. And it is designed to protect family survivors. Under life estate, we have homestead. And it's the right to one's principal residence. These laws protect the homestead from creditors. Okay? Homestead laws protect family members against losing their homes to general creditors attempting to collect on debts. Remember, homestead will not cover tax debt, seller financing debt, mortgage debts. Okay, then another law we have is dower and courtesy. These are life estate interests of the widower. Dower is a wife's life estate interest in the husband's property. When the husband dies, the wife can make a claim to portions of the descendant's property. Courtesy is the identical right enjoyed by the husband in a deceased wife's property. Property acquired under dower laws is owned by the surviving spouse for the duration of his or her lifetime. Then we have elective share. That's the right to claim deceased property in lieu of a will. If there's a law called elective share, whether there is a will or not, the spouse has a right to claim the deceased property. Okay, that's it for freehold estates. And you may want to go through this YouTube channel because I have created some other videos that break down freehold estates and life estates and leasehold estates. I'll see you in the next video.